Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, cake business productivity coach and podcaster. I help cake makers like you manage your business productively and with ease, taking control of your time and workflow to avoid stress and burnout. I offer personalized strategies and supportive community to help you stay organized, productive, and in charge of your success. Your cake business should bring you joy, not stress. I'm here to help you build an efficient, successful, and sustainable business without feeling overwhelmed and burned out. With the right planning, strategies, and mindset, you can reach your goals, stay organized, and enjoy the journey. Let's make your cake business work for you, not the other way around. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here, your your cake business productivity coach, here from Lisbon, Portugal. And today we are diving into a topic that so many cake artists shy away from: selling and marketing. But don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to become a salesperson. I'm here to help you reframe what selling really means and show you how to market your business, your cake business with confidence without feeling pushy or fake. So don't go anywhere because this episode is about to start. Hi there. If you like this podcast and enjoy this episode, there's only one thing I ask from you. Please follow this podcast, download this episode, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platforms where you're listening to this show now. This way, the algorithm will show the podcast to more cake artists who will benefit from, and you'll be helping me grow this show. And don't forget to share it on social media and tag me, and I'll gladly follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. Leave me a comment on Spotify or answer any of the questions and polls on the episode. Let me invite you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as the Art Cake Coach, or follow the links on the show notes to find out more ways to stay connected. Visit www.theartcakecoach.com for more. Selling isn't a dirty word. We dread so much selling that we almost talk about it like a taboo, but it's not. I mean, there's some blessed people around in the world that for them sales comes naturally and they feel in their element when they're selling. Great, but for many of us, um, is not the case. There is a common fear of selling, especially for artistic souls like us, cake artists, cake decorators. We feel that we cannot put a price on our art, or that we will sound pushy or salesy if we start selling our cakes to everyone, and that comes across us and said, that I'm baking cakes and I'm selling the cakes. You don't. I know, because I'm just saying it to you, and I start feeling like, no. We think we're artists, we're not salespeople. I mean, I get it. But if you don't share your work, if you don't share what you do, how can people actually buy from you? We need to have a mindset shift when it comes to selling. Selling is simply sharing. Think about something that you love, that you like. Could be, I don't know, a product, a place, um, a trip that you made, a thing that you have. Think about it, okay? Just picture it in your mind. Maybe one of the tools that you use for your cake decorating activity, or for, I don't know, the type of piping bag you use, whatever. Just think of one thing that for you is like, yeah. I'm going to give you an example. I do modeling, sugar paste modeling. For me, the Dresden tool is, I cannot live without a Dresden tool. And people who do sugar paste modeling knows this. You cannot live without a Dresden tool. That is the little tool that looks like a small spoon in one side, and then is like a tip in the other one. So yeah, you need that one for everything. I mean, you can do a lot with that tool. If I can if I can express all of the things that I can do with that simple tool, I will tell you, I probably don't need any other tool I might get away with just that one tool to create a modeling topper. I probably won't need more than that, maybe that and a rolling pin, and I'm good to go. If I didn't have anything else with that tool, I could do so much. And I have a specific one that is metal, but it's so soft in the edges that won't leave any mark. That is the one that I use for most of my modeling. It's like it's like the sixth finger in my hand. And it's just perfect. I would never change it for anything. And I treasure that tool so much that I even have like a special case for it so it won't get damaged with the other tools because I know that it's really good. Curious? Do you want to know what tool is it? What brand is it? Where did I buy it? You probably do. Because what I just shared with you is how good that tool is, how make me feel, how the outcome that tool produces, and I didn't think about it. I was honestly sharing all of the good things about that tool. But you know what I was doing? Somehow I was selling to you the idea of this resin tool. And you were probably curious, like, oh, what tool is that? Do I have that tool in my toolbox? Is that what brand it is? Is it? I wonder. It's like, is she going to leave the description on the episode, the link on the description of the episode? No, I'm not. I'm just sharing this with you because this is selling. I'm telling you all of the good things. I'm telling you all of um, the positive that that thing will bring to you, all of the characteristics of it, how it makes me feel, and actually you're interested in probably purchasing the tool. That's what selling is about. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to be like a sneaky car salesman that we see on the movies. When it comes from what you truly know the benefits, what you truly believe on, and the true benefits of and characteristics of your product, is not selling, is actually sharing. You're making more than a cake. You're making somebody's celebration magical. You're creating memories. You're creating something unique and something that they cannot do themselves. That's why they go and buy it from you. Think about a mom planning her child's birthday. She's not buying a cake, she's buying a memory, a smile on her kid, a wow moment for the guest, and hopefully something that tastes really, really good. So it's not just a cake. And it's not a need, like my friend Natalie said. It's not a need, but you're selling more than just a cake. When you see your product like that, when you fall in love with the product, with what your product does, that's when selling comes easy. Um, it's like, why did I started doing coaching? Because I fell in love with the outcome of what coaching can bring you. And that's why I do it for everyone, for all my cake artists. And I cannot insist more on the benefits of everything that I do here and all of my other fellow cake coaches do as coaches to help you understand, manage, and see your business in a different way for a better outcome. So that is what is selling. It's not come and buy my cake because my cake is good and you can find it have 50% off because it's my birthday or something like that. I don't know, whatever. um that's another thing. Okay. But when you sell from the heart, when you sell from the conviction that your product is good, it is not selling, it is sharing. However, there are some little things that we need to take into consideration when it comes to selling and marketing. And that's where we're going to talk about in the next part of the episode. So don't go anywhere because this episode will continue in a second. And today's episode is sponsored by Cake the Great magazine, an international quarterly cake magazine, and it is an open platform for all levels of sugar artists around the world. It showcases talent and skill and the latest news of the cake community. Check out the new issue where you will find tutorials, recipes, cake collaborations, interviews, and much more. Visit our website www.caketheGreat.com where you will find all of the previous issues and also will get a 15% off on annual subscription fees. Thanks to award-winning cake decorator Taz Newton Allen and my friend, editor of this magazine, for sponsoring the Art Cake Coach podcast. Like I mentioned before, there are some things that you need to take into consideration when it comes to selling and to marketing, the marketing of your business. Positioning your cake business is important, and you have to do it either online and offline. And I think I mentioned before that I'm kind of fed up with social media. And one of the mistakes, I was wondering about that when I was this morning walking with my dog. And, I was dwelling on the idea of social media and how tired I am of it. And I think the issue, or one of the issues, is that since, I don't know, post pandemic, we have relied solely on um, social media for so long. And we are missing the connection of the offline. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So, positioning yourself, your cake business, both online and offline, is key for people to look for your service and to find your service. For this, there are some basics that we need to cover. And we have talked about this before here in the podcast, but of course, I'm going to name it again. Number one, you need to know your niche, your target audience, and your message. I don't know how many times I have addressed this here on the podcast, and there's also a class on the subscription channel about niche and target audience. Because until I understood the importance, or how important, you don't have any idea how important it is to define that early on in our business. It could be it could change along the way. It could change as your product and your business evolve. Probably your niche and your target audience will evolve as well, but you need to know where you're starting with, the niche you're serving, and who your target audience is, because that is going to determine the message that you're going to transmit. Like I said, go back, check it out. There are many episodes on niche, target audience, and message. The business page. You have to know your business page. You have to be clear on that, because that's when people is going to be hooked into you and your product. So you have to work on that. There's also some free tools on free resources on my website that will help you with a few questions to determine also your message, your niche, and your target audience. But for now, let's think about, who do you serve best? Is it weddings, kids' birthdays, corporate event? Who is the person? Of course, you need to know your product, because it's all interconnected. I'm trying to make it very simple, but it's not that simple. It's like a lot of things. I see it as a web. Everything is interconnected, and you have to know all this. So let's start by thinking um, your product. You make cakes, right? You have a product. From all of the cakes that you make, what is the kind of cake that you are really good at, that people look for when they ask you for cakes, that people want to buy from you, and that people identify you with? In my case, was always celebration cakes, not weddings. I didn't, that was not my cup of tea. Corporate events, rarely. Yeah. Sometimes some special celebrations like christenings, or I don't know, maybe baptisms, but not that much. It was mainly birthday cakes. They were colorful, they were fun, they were, birthday cakes. That's what I did. So my niche and my target audience um, was based on that. That was not only the cake that I made the best, the cake that people looked for, but I felt comfortable doing those cakes and serving anyone who had a crazy birthday and wanted a crazy cake. That's what I used to do. In the other hand, you have to think of what makes your cake different. In business, we talk about your unique selling point so you can know what differentiates you from others. Is it flavors? Is it design? Is it delivery experience? Is it, I don't know, customer experience? Is it, I don't know, the format of the cake? What is it? What is that makes your cakes different? Based on these answers, who do you serve? What kind of cake you're comfortable making or people ask for? What makes your cake different? Based on this, you're going to tailor your message and you're going to determine who your target audience is and where do you find that target audience that is your niche. We're going to be doing a beautiful exercise on niche on the upcoming webinar, and we're going to work all of this on the upcoming webinar. It's a free webinar from August 4th until August 6th, with an extra day in August 7th for the VIP members. You can be a VIP member. It's just purchasing a 5 euros VIP ticket, and you will have an extra day. Each day we're going to work on something different, and there is one day that is going to be dedicating to marketing, niche, target audience, business page, all of that. But I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to work on it together, and you're going to walk out of the webinar with already a message, a determined niche, and I have an exercise that it's a beautiful exercise to actually understand what niche is and how to focus on the people who's really going to buy your product. And going back to what I was saying, this was just a parenthesis. Going back to what I was saying, once you have everything determined, your niche, your target audience, and your message, is going to be way easier to market because you know who you're talking to. You know the product, you know what to say because you know the message, and you know where to find that audience, or yeah, where to find that audience, the niche that you're addressing. It's key to actually message correctly and to have a better conversion both online and offline. Another tip that I can give you for positioning yourself is, of course, to be consistent with your message, with your marketing, with your social media, with everything. Okay. Instagram, Facebook, even if Facebook, even local communities like you know your neighborhood, your friends. Okay, uh, choose where your audience hang out, both online and offline, and be regular. If you know they're going to be, let's talk about offline because I've been talking a lot about online as well. You know what it means to be consistent on Facebook, on Instagram, on Facebook pages, Facebook communities, even a website if you have it. You should, but anyway, we're not going to talk about that today. Be consistent in how many times you post, what you're posting, your message, all of that. But there is also a community outside of online that is that might want to buy, that might know. Those are the ones that are going to knock on your door and buy from you more likely than the people online. Where do they hang? Is like, is there something in my neighborhood, somewhere in my neighborhood that these people hang out that I can reach out, maybe offer some samples, I don't know, give away some brochures or some menus of my cakes, or maybe a local fair that I can showcase my products so people can taste them. That is as important as online. And whatever you are, just be regular. Be consistent with regular now. Be consistent. That's the word. Just be there so people know that you exist, that your business is there. In the case of online, post regularly. There are many things that you can post. It doesn't only have to be about your product. You can repurpose previous posts. I've been using that a lot this year because, like I said, I've been growing tired of social media, and I'm creating specific posts with specific purposes. But when I need to keep the consistency going, I go back to things that I did before. I repurpose them, create. If it was a story now, I create it as a reel. If it was a reel now, I can place it as a post. I show you can show behind the scenes. You can show reviews of your clients. You can show I don't know, your studio, your place where you work. You can show a review of a product. You can do so many things as long as people see that you are there. Super important. Never forget to add the call to action at the end of whatever you post. The call to action is the thing that keeps the conversation going. What what you're asking your audience to do next. I don't know, share in the comments, or go to my link in bio, or go to my webpage, or what do you think about this, or leave me an emoji, or what's your favorite flavor. I mean, keep the conversation going. It's not just showing. You have to keep the conversation going. And like I said before, don't forget about offline marketing. You can partner with a florist, with party planners, with event venues to create more space for you to work. Leave cards or samples at community spots. You can offer to speak to local bride or baby expos if that's what you do, or just in your neighborhood. Share the word. Just ask your neighbors to come to your house and taste the cakes. I don't know. You can do so many things locally that can actually make people know that you exist, taste your cakes, see your work, and buy from you. In the next part, we're going to be talking a little bit about selling through storytelling, and then we're going to talk about visibility. So don't go anywhere because we're going to continue here. What about extra special content just for you? Audio classes, downloadable templates and PDFs, and ready to use information that will actually create results on your cake business. And all of this for less than one monthly coffee? Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art Cake Coach subscription channel with exclusive content delivered to you every month. Have access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media, posting, pricing, mindset, and teaching for only $2.99 a month. That's €2.99 a month. It can be yours. Follow the links to the subscription platform on the description of this episode, and with a little investment, find essential tools to start a solid business strategy and coach you for success. Thank you for being part of the Art Cake Coach family. Storytelling is one of those powerful tools that we can have when it comes to sell. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, when I was talking to you about the dressing tool, I was telling you a story. I was not selling to you. People connect more with the why and the how than just the what. The why is the reason behind your business, behind your product, your motivation, why you do what you do. The how is your process. People is fascinated by processes. If you see the reels that have more conversions online, are anything that is transformation, action, reaction, or results. The transformation, that what is the process of transformation, and the what is what your cake the what is the product, is your final resource. So don't start by talking about the what. Start talking about the why and the how. So instead of saying, order now from me because I have this, I make cakes and I'm really good at it. Try, for example, I made a cake for a 40th birthday where the client wanted something elegant but with a fun surprise inside. And this is the result of what I created. If you want a special celebration, contact me and I'm sure we can make your celebration even more beautiful than already is. I don't know. I'm just talking to the top of my head. But see, it's a story. You're telling a story about the why and the how. What why do you want people to buy from you and how they can buy it? That is super important. It's like, I want you to buy from me because I'm offering you this much. I'm offering you this special thing that only I can give to you. And you can find me how? Because this is the part that some of the profiles that I see online lack. It's like, how do I get there? Because you have beautiful cakes, you have beautiful pictures. I know your story. I'm a fan of what you do, but I don't know how to buy from you. I don't know where you even are. So don't forget about how people can buy from you. Um, remember that what you're making is more than a cake, it is an experience. What you show in your marketing should be around your passion, your process, and the transformation. Remember that you're not selling a cake, you're selling an experience of working with you, an experience of people buying something that you made. Okay. So when you think about selling, think about telling a story. Don't think about, here I am, I make these cakes and they're good and you can buy them from me because they're good. I'm telling you so. Okay, great. Bye bye. Because that sounds like the car salesman that we don't want to sound like. That's what it sounds like. Another very important part of marketing is visibility. Business management, not vanity. Being visible is not about vanity. It's not about, hey, look at me, I make cakes, buy it from me. Being visible isn't showing off, it's managing how people see you. I read once that it was about managing your reputation, but that sounds like a lot for us cake artists. Like, what do you mean? So it's managing how people see you, or even better, becoming a reference of your product. Okay. When you show yourself, what do I mean by visibility? Visibility is everything that you show to the world about your case through the consistency on social media, through getting into social events, to connecting with your community, through putting yourself out there, right? This is another issue because a lot of people don't want to be visible. They just want to do their jobs and sell their cakes somehow by, I don't know. I don't know how, because we don't even know who is behind the business. There are ways to not show your face if you don't want to show it. There are ways to be creative and showcase your cake instead of yourself. But it's it's I mean, it's key. It's amazing what you can achieve if you show yourself. Social media, online or offline, if you show yourself as reference of your product, because people want to buy from people. If you want to buy from a corporation, you go to a supermarket, you go to a big chain stores. um, um, so how do you say big chain store? Big store chains. Anyway, you go there. Big corporations. You don't go to a person. If you want the personalized experience, the special product, you go to the person, and people buy from the person and the business behind the person. So being visible is not showing off. Being visible is showing yourself and becoming a reference of your product. Visibility will help people remember you when they need what you offer. I can tell you a story. I've always struggled with the names that I choose for my businesses. When I started baking my cakes here in Portugal, it had my name, Cristina Arevalo Bolos Decorados, because it was in Portuguese and it was only local. I didn't have anything bigger than that, and it had my name. And people knew me, Cristina Arevalo, and here in Portugal, my name is different. My last name, especially, people don't have my last name, so it was something unique, right? Then, as the business grew internationally, I started with the art cake experience for my cakes because I wanted to make it internationally. But people keep identifying the business with me, not with the art cake experience. Now, with the art cake coach, okay, because coach refers to a person, but they keep identifying it with me and not with the art cake coach. It's like, oh, it's Christina. Christina is there. Okay, Christina. Of course, I don't have any problems showing my face, as you know, but people keep identifying what I do with me, not with the product. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not that good because as my products have changed so much over the years, people is like, so what is it that you do now? Because they keep identifying the business with me. But the only constant that I have and I had and I will have in my business is myself. So it's good that people identify my business with me. And because of that, people remember what I do because of me, not because of my product. I need to work on that anyway. But anyway, going back to the to what I was saying, visibility help people remember you when they need what you offer. So I guess when people need, oh, I need something, let me call Christina, because they know that I am the one behind the business. No one can book you if they don't know you exist. Um, so many cake artists, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, so many cake artists that I know, they're so talented, so good. And just because they're afraid of showing up or showing their faces, a lot of people is missing your amazing talent. And there's a lot of things that are missing around the cake world because you don't show yourself. Um, we keep saying that we only see the same people over and over again in the events, in the awards, but there's so many people that is as talented or even more talented that we just don't know they exist. And the problem that we don't know is that they exist is their fault, not our fault. We cannot guess that you are good and talented. We need to know that you are there. So don't be afraid of showing up and showing off. Show your face because it's important. Another way to be consistent with visibility is to track where your clients come from. Do they come from social media? Do they come from referrals? Do they come from your website? If you keep track of that, you know the places that you're being more visible and that are actually converting for you. So it's going to be important, so you can lean into those channels to keep promoting yourself. But you have to be visible, either your face or your business. And people, it's better if people know who they're buying from, who's the person behind the business. But being visible is key. They cannot find you, they cannot buy from you if they don't know they exist. Again, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not going to say names, but I'm thinking of so many examples of people that I know they're amazing. And we are missing you. We don't know you exist because you don't show yourself. So show yourself. If you're feeling that I'm talking to you, just show yourself. Great, guys. Don't go anywhere, my sweet friends. Guys, I never call you guys. All my sweet friends, don't go anywhere because I'm coming back with the last part of the episode, and just to say goodbye. But don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Running a cake business doesn't have to be overwhelming. Let me help you take control of your time and workflow so you can run a profitable business without burnout. Book a free discovery call and let's chat about your needs, the needs of your cake business, and find out the best strategy to ensure success. Find links in the description of the episode so you can book a 30-minute free discovery call with me and figure it out the best way to help you. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative. Well, my friends, sweet friends, to recap what we mentioned in today's episode, selling is sharing, is nothing bad about the world selling. There's nothing to be afraid of. Share what you do with the world because we need to know in order to find you. Know your niche and your target audience. Tailor your message and be consistent. That is the best way for people to keep track of what you do, to find you, and for you to communicate with the customer that is actually going to buy from you. Show the story behind the cake. Storytelling is powerful when it comes to selling. And of course, be seen. People want to see you growing. Grow your business by showing up, by telling people that you're here. Um, I'm going to give you a little challenge. I want you to post one story based on a call to action this week. You can share the why behind a recent cake order or anything that you made and invite people to message you for custom orders. I want you to put yourself out there and ask people to interact with you and tag me there so I can also share it on my social media and give you more visibility. And if you want to work on tweaking your message for the message for your audience or your business page, knowing your audience, finding your niche, understanding how niche work, storytelling, marketing, and selling, please come to the free webinar coming up. This called Mastering the Business Side of Cake. It's totally free, 3 days. I'm going to leave the links here. It's not going to be on Facebook. It's not going to be on social media. It's going to be on a different platform. So you need to sign up for this one with your email, so I can send you all the links for the webinar. And if you want to add an extra day where we are going to be working everything related with AI is coming, and there are many ways that we can use it to make our business management easier, and we're going to work on that. That is for the VIP ticket holders. The VIP is €5. That's it. For €5, you will have not only access to the fourth day, but after each day, you will have Q&A questions with me, directly with me, that you can ask any doubts. Replace to all of the days of the webinar forever. It's not for a limited time. It's going to be yours. I'm going to record them and send them to you. And you're going to have a special discount for my upcoming membership. So if you want, I will leave the links to everything here on the description of the episode. I really, if you can do only one thing, go to the webinar. Just go to the 3 free days of the webinar, because you're going to walk away with so much for your cake business, so much clarity, so many tools that you can actually implement the next day on your cake business. Thank you so much, my sweet friends, for spending this time with me today. Don't forget to hit follow, leave a review, and share this episode with a fellow cake artists who need a little bit of marketing boost. And if you do that, that will help me grow this podcast and keep being here sharing weekly more things for you. Until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, and remember, stay safe and stay creative. And you're more than a baker, you're a business owner. So remember that. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.